Hey guys, what's going on? It's Andrew from AR Media. In tonight's video, I'm going to review Dredd in 4K UHD Blu-ray. Now, this was a blind buy for me. I actually never saw the movie, so I'm going to go over the movie itself, the picture quality, and if it's worth the pickup. Let's get to it. So anyway guys, I watched Dredd tonight and honestly, it pretty much blew me away. So let's go over the movie first. Now this was the first time of me ever watching Dredd, and honestly it's the first time I ever really heard of it. The marketing in the US wasn't really big. It wasn't really a box office hit. I think that has to do a little bit with the Sylvester Stallone version, which makes sense. But overall, this was a really, really fun watch. Now, this is about the post-apocalyptic future and where you have judges, which are basically like cops, but they kind of reign supreme, where they can do whatever they want. They don't actually have to, they're not under any law really. So you get to see the crooked cops, you get to see the good cops, and you get to see Dredd. And Dredd is just a badass dude. And this is a comic book adaptation. They stick very true to the comic book. In the comics, he never takes off his helmet, and in this, he does the same. And the performances in this are amazing. And overall, I just think this is a really good movie to throw on late at night with a group of friends. It's just a lot of fun. A couple of things I want to say about the movie is it is gruesome. Some of the killing sequences are just ridiculous. They're amazing. They really are amazing. Like when Dredd busts through the door and you get that slow-mo scene, some of the best fighting and cinematography I've seen. And also another thing about this movie is it has a gritty, dirty feeling to it. And that's the way the cinematographer wanted it to be. You could tell that it has a dirty feel to it because it is overall a dirty movie. Dredd gets locked up in this tower run by a drug cartel, without giving too much away. That's just a synopsis. And he's basically going floor to floor, clearing this place out because Dredd is not backing down. So there's some just badass kills in this. I think the acting was great in this. I think this is definitely a very, very underrated movie and highly recommended in my book for anybody who likes action and really anybody who just wants a fun movie that they could turn their brain off for a little while. Anyway, let's get to the picture quality, what you guys came here for. Now, this was shot in 35mm, so it was a 2K digital intermediate, upscale to 4K. So from here, we get a nice improvement in detail. We get to see the facial hair on Dredd. You get to see the stubble. You get to see all of the detail within the landscape, and the environment really has a lot of detail because it's really dark. So the HDR and the deep blacks make those shadows and those dark scenes, which there are a lot of them, super vibrant and super great. Now, the next thing I want to hit on with this is the HDR itself. Now, the HDR is what makes this upscale really worth it because this is a super vibrant movie. So as much as this is like a very gothic color scheme, a lot of blacks, a lot of grays, just grossness on film. They want to make the place look gross to live in, and I get that, but this is super vibrant. The colors pop off the screen. One thing I want to say specifically that pops off the screen is there's a lot of sequences in this movie where they take a drug. It's through an inhaler. It's called slow-mo, and when they take it, everything turns into slow-mo like the drug sounds, but the colors get way more vibrant. Everything gets dreamy and leaves spirals and traces, and those scenes on the HDR are mind-blowing. Really, they jump off the screen. They add a whole extra dimension to it, and it's just fantastic. I really have no complaints about the HDR on this. Now, the one thing the resolution upscale does bring that I really like, and I saw it mentioned on a couple of reviews, was this movie was shot on film, so it's going to have grain. And also, the way the director made the movie, he wants it to have grain because he wants it to look gritty and dirty. But I put in the Blu-ray and then I watched the 4K, and I must say the 4K grain is completely resolved. Yes, there is still some grain there, but you could tell that's intentional grain. You could tell that's how the director wanted it. In the Blu-ray, there's just a ton of grain. And I'm talking about like Batman vs. Superman style, where it's just overly unnecessary grain, and I hate that. I hate that noise and the grain in the movies when it's done to an abundance. They do it perfect here, and the 4K resolves most of that grain. The black levels in this bring an increase in shadows, an increase in detail in all the scenes that are dark, which are a good 50% of them, so overall that's a great improvement on this. And really, I don't have anything bad to say about this. I went into this not thinking this was going to be a great 4K transfer, and honestly it was a lot better than I thought. I think that the sense of depth that it gives you on the 4K and the detail, the clarity, and then, of course, the HDR makes this definitely worth the pickup. Now, guys, I want to go over my giveaway winner. So I use random.org to do the randomizer. I put every commenter in there. I made sure they were subscribed. And the winner is, drumroll please, Jeffrey Williams. Congratulations, man. I see your name on my channel all the time, so it was really cool to see on random.org that your name popped up first. So you're going to be winning a copy of Ex Machina Digital copy. As well, on this review, I'm going to be doing another giveaway for Dredd digital copy. So comment down below and make sure you're subscribed to my channel for a chance to win, and I will be releasing the names of the winners on the next video. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching today. If you like this video at all, please throw me a thumbs up, and please subscribe down below for more content in the future. Have a good night.